never said yes to before there as well. And this goes back to those co-creators. And we're all very excited about working with them and engaging with them. They're not going to do it exactly the way we would hope. And we still have to be okay with that. Now, there will come a point where it's like, I just can't, I'd love to, we just can't do it. I get that. Sometimes you, as the adults in the room, do need to say no to your co-creative children, as it were. Okay, but when you say no to them, be a little sensitive about that. We think, it's like, well, we think we're saying no to an activity. Economic development says, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Okay, we don't do that. Somebody else in the chamber, some business is doing something, I'm sorry, you can't do that. Okay, they'll get over it. The co-creators are different. The co-creators are offering up something that is very personal to them. It's something they're really excited about. In some ways, it reflects who they are. So you think you're saying no to their activity. They're hearing no to who they are. Okay? So let's be a little sensitive about how, if and when we do have to say no, how we say no to them. I'm sorry, we just can't do that. But I'd love to help, and maybe can you rethink this part of it? Because this is the part that's really causing that we can't just do. And work with them that way. Because again, how you say no to somebody will encourage them to at least come back, hopefully, with an alternative. They are creative people, after all. And you say, we just can't do it this way? It's like, no, what do you think about this? Boom. So again, how we say, no is a lazy answer, but if you have to say it with a little grace. Say it with a little understanding of the people that we're actually, again, ultimately trying to encourage there to be part of this process. Find your fun. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. It's important, right? This is hard work. I get it. But when you guys find some fun in this, when you could do something and it amuses you, it's like, chances are it's going to amuse some other people there. And fun is a legitimate goal in the work that we do. Again, let's not be so afraid that somebody's going to say, hey, it looks like the city's having too much fun. It's like, hey, those folks, they're spending public dollars and they're having way too much fun. Okay. Well, you know what? If it looks like we're having fun, then I think we're actually spending our dollars really smart. There, because it's engaging with us and it's engaging with you, the people who live here, our residents, our citizens. There. So finding your fun, and fun is a legitimate goal. And then this one. This has become sort of personally meaningful to me in the last year or so. Is to do small things with great love. Because, there's lots of small things. And we tend to think small things like throwaway things. Like, oh, I got to do this, got to do this. Okay, but when we actually pay a little bit of attention to these, and we do something, even something small, but we do it with a bit of attention and a bit of love, it feels different. And again, most of our jobs are made up of lots and lots of small things and a few big things. And we tend to get focused on the big things, and for the most part, we get graded on the big things as well. As we should, I get that. But you know what? If we pay a little more attention to the little things, and sometimes those little things are actually connected to that big thing in a way that we didn't even appreciate until we actually did it. Remember the recursion thing? I bet as you start looking for stuff, those opportunities, you're going to find a few of those there. And that small thing that you actually did really well, turns out it has an impact you never even thought of. It's like, wow, who would have thought that we could do this by doing this? Again, I don't know what that is. You don't have to know what that is. We're never going to get there until we at least start doing those things with a little bit a sense of beyond, again, merely technically sufficient. So do small things with great love. And with that, I'd love to answer any questions, and if we have no other questions, we'll sort of get into, tuck into this, and Becky and I will lead you into comment. Any thoughts on all this craziness?
No, but I do want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Would you pronounce your last name?
It's Japanese, so it throws a lot of people. It's Kageyama. Kageyama.
Let us say it.
Kageyama. Kageyama. It means Shadow Mountain in Japanese.
Oh, that's why you're so tall.
Yeah, of course. I mean, all these tall Japanese folks. Good Midwestern diet of lots of red potatoes and so yeah, it's a great. Actually, my mom was really tall. She was like 5'10". My dad was actually pretty tall for a Japanese man. He was 5'10" as well. So, yeah. Yes, sir.
Just and not to try and throw a damper anyway, but I want to go back to one of the examples you put up was the wall where everybody brought a bucket of paint.
Yeah. Ludington.
At some point, there has to be a political decision to make that, and to have that done, we need 4 votes to do that. Any thoughts on getting us to come out of our shells
Sure.
is stepping forward with trying things differently.
Try small things. Even if it's like, well, I'm not so sure about that. Here's the thing, if you're nervous about doing something big, okay, a big thing, if it goes wrong, there's consequences to that. I get that. But you know what, a little thing, a mural, a wall, trying something. It's like,
That could
personally,
be a big thing for discussion on where it is,
Yeah.
who does it, how we do it. And I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
small about it, I'm just trying to be realistic.
okay,
In us coming out of our shells, because we have, I think, traditionally done things
right.
in a way.
In a
that
more siloed manner.
It's very, you know, what you're saying is very, very simple, but I'm trying to look logistically how we would go
So
about
instead
it.
of like, okay, if then, there's 7 of you, right?
Right.
In council, okay, so you need at least 4 votes.
Right.
Okay, so instead of saying, all right, we're gonna do one mural, and it's gonna be in your, district, then you're gonna say, what about my district? You know, screw that.
You have one.
Yeah. So instead of saying that, it says, you know what?
We can do it.
We're gonna do a mural in everybody's district.
That's right, why not?
In fact, we should. Beauty and art shouldn't just live in one place. In fact, it should be everywhere. Now, we may have differences like where it's going to go and the timing of it, but we're going to the commitment is we're going to do more murals, and we're going to do them in everybody's district. So that shouldn't be politically charged there. Now, I get that. Okay, who gets it first? It's like, okay, then if you guys can't really come to say who gets it first, then you guys really have bigger problems than what I'm going to do. Yeah, but again, if we're doing lots of little things like this, then there's plenty of stuff on the table. Because again, these are not big, these are not expensive things. And you know what? Once you find that you're used to working with each other and the little things, I'm going to give you this, we're going to do this, it's a little bit easier. Then the next time something big has to be decided, hopefully we've created a different sort of spirit of openness and magnanimity and recognizing that, you know what? A win for your district is a win for the city, which is a win for all of us.
But I think part to add to that is, it's not about the 4, but whatever we decide, that it is a group. It is a decision for the council.
Yeah.
But that we don't have individuals who are off to the side making decisions and then coming and saying that this is council's decision either. That 1 or 2 people make it and then come back and then next thing we know, a decision has been made.
Well,
And
hopefully-
all of us don't know about it either.
Yeah.
So that happens
Yeah,
too.
well, again, and sometimes it feels like maybe a decision's been made. Maybe somebody had a conversation, but ultimately, until the 7 of you get together and vote on something, a
Right.
decision has not been made.
Absolutely.
A plan has maybe been offered, there, but decisions are made when you guys are collectively working together. Now, I mean, I get that, but I would hope that you guys are having conversations with other people and other folks and making and trying to get those wheels going there. That if work is only done when the 7 of you come together, that's not a good recipe, right? There's got to be work that happens, outside of this, and then when we come back together, we're offering it up to the group there. So.
And that's where the bigger problem, if people are feeling that small-minded and petty, that's where the bigger problem comes in, because if you don't have a body that communicates regularly, that we can trust each other to some degree, that is where the bigger problem comes in, because we're not gonna get to that point. If it's not regular communication with the body, aside from talking about the issues, and it's also, not being able to trust some people on the body when you do talk to them.
I get it. And, this is you guys are, the 7 of you are in a relationship. You're kind of in a marriage, if you think about it. Well, maybe, and that is a potential outcome in any relationship. But relationships require work, right? So again, it's little things and it's big things. And I think the little things are where you start. Right? If we can all agree on something small that we're going to do collectively together here, it makes it so much easier for the next decision and the next.
I've got one, if we could use an
Sure.
example. If everyone will take their phone and make sure that they're able to leave a message on it.
You mean like a voicemail?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean if I would clear my?
Yes.
Just text me. I can text
I can't leave you a
you.
message.
You can text me all the time.
And we will have some more time tomorrow when we're talking about council business, if there's some issues like that that you want to raise, we can certainly do that.
All right. Well, with that, then maybe what we ought to do is turn our attention to some